should remember I do need to do exercise today as well. Though my neck's been hurting, it does feel better now. Maybe I've not been twisting it. I heard you playing computer games. It's a really weird reason to hurt your neck. Oh, we're like wearing a dog proof. How do I zoom in? I swear it was one of these. Oh, there it is. It's not the coolest costume in the world, let me tell you, but like it feels like I'm safe against dogs. What happened to that person? Anyway. School of Hard Knocks. It pleases me to see how you've grown as an archer. Plainly you have taken my counsel to heart and learned to see with your own eyes. Your rabbit eyes. I would now have you discover what it means to behold things from a different standpoint. You'll recall that Leia Alapo, one of your seniors at the guild, I've given you over to her care for this lesson. Speak with her, do as she bids. Okay. Where are you, cat girl? I've been expecting you, Naive. Should we get on with it, then? First, a quick review. Remember how the Bowmaster had you seek out and destroy targets hidden throughout the city? Well, I would have you do the same. This time, however, you'll need to venture outside the gates. I'm sure you've realized this by now, but there's no guarantee of safety within the 12's Wood. As you search, you should take care to mind your surroundings. You won't have the luxury of focusing solely on your quarry this time. You'll have to keep an eye peeled for potential threats as well. That said, your objective is to destroy the targets alone, so avoid unnecessary combat and maintain a safe distance from any hostile creatures you encounter. Should you come under attack, take to your heels, risking direct confrontation only if you can't outrun your pursuers. Targets are hidden in the central shroud. As before, use the heavy shot and technique to destroy each one with a single arrow. Go well, Naive. Naive. I'm pronouncing it Naive. So yeah, AE, very popular. Right, where is that? It is near... Ooh. We shall go there then. Okay, fair enough, but I'm not going to read this. I should be picking up any quests I pass by because it's just a waste not to. Can't wait until I get the chocobo. Oh yeah, I was going to research that, because clearly I've just hit the first random important thing. Oh, as the crow flies. Okay. Oh, hang on. What's... No, I must have had that move confused. That's the binding spell. I mean, I appreciate that's a plant I'm fighting. What does that do then? Movement speed. Okay. Put you up there, I guess. Other way. Final Fantasy 2. Oh no, I finished it. Yeah, it didn't have anything tying it together apart from the most interesting aspect, which is your friend turning into the Empire, and then the game basically doing nothing with that. Like, it not really making sense. And what's cool about 3 and 4 is 3 and 4 kind of feel like remixes. 3 feels like, oh, what if we redid Final Fantasy 1, but we dig in deeper. Like, 3 could almost be set in the same world as Final Fantasy 1. Now, the version I played was on the 3DS. But I've been playing. Oh yeah, we're fighting these. I've been playing on the PC, obviously, on Steam, but it was originally the 3DS version, and so I had 4 characters that have 4 names and a hometown and everything. I don't think the original game had that. They were just Onion Knights, right? Whatever that phrase means. I guess they do move a little. But yeah, that game. I'm having a really hard time explaining why it doesn't feel like a Final Fantasy 4. Like, you go to each town in Final Fantasy 3 and they do have gimmicks, and you're like, oh, okay, this is feeling a little bit more modern, but not quite there yet. Not until we reach 4. Like, every town now has like a bit of plot related to it that isn't necessarily tied to the plot in a way that a modern game kind of does. Oh, you go to this desert, well, there's things going on here. Even though you're trying to achieve one thing, this place has a bit of a plot. It's got its own arc. And Final Fantasy 3 does do that. But I guess the thing about Final Fantasy 3 is there's not a lot of things related specifically to your characters. They add things related to your characters, but it's not quite the same. The other thing is Final Fantasy 3, it doesn't have the fiends, but it does have the idea of, there's actually, there's heroes of dark as well, and it's not about just the heroes of light coming along and fix it. It can flip, it can go too far the other way, and the heroes of dark have to save the world because there's too much light. You see, and it's like, you see now there's an extra element we've added. But it's like, it's not light and darkness that are the baddies of 3. 3 has a kind of proper theme to it. And it goes, oh, here's a baddie, and this baddie has a backstory, and we learn a bit of his backstory. Oh, he's an evil wizard, and he was angry that a mortal person didn't give him cool powers. It's kind of weird, to be honest. But, like, he doesn't do anything for the entire game. You go to a series of places, and you kind of solve things. But, like, it's got very little to do with the villain and his plans. Because the villain just sits in his castle. Xande. He sits in his castle. But what it does do is it goes, but the real villain isn't an evil person. It's the cloud of darkness that's been manipulating all this stuff. And that's kind of cool. Because then you've got to join with the Warriors of Dark. And it's like, but there's something worse than darkness, and that's the void, the nothingness. It's not the same as darkness. Like, I still don't quite understand the idea of balance between light and dark. It's kind of abstract, but it feels like, oh, Final Fantasy 1 had these things with the crystals, but they didn't know what it all meant, and 3's just about filling that in and improving upon the lore. And I like that about 3. I like that, like, there's a cool final area to 3. It's kind of got themes and characters. Like, some people sacrifice themselves, but they actually know the people involved. And it's not like it kind of is like 2, where you just meet them and immediately die. But it feels a bit more earned in 3. Okay, I'm not actually planning on doing these jobs, but 3, by the way, has an absolute bullshit final dungeon. So in Final Fantasy 1, 2 and 3, save points don't exist, so you can only save outside the world map. And in Final Fantasy 1 and 2, the final dungeons you could just leave. You can teleport out, you can use an escape rope, whatever it is, and it's fine, you can deal with it. Final Fantasy 3, you can be trapped in the dungeon with no save point. You can defeat the final... There's 6 final bosses, right? You go up a tower, because you always go up a tower. And in fact, the tower's literally in this game here. Which is really cool, by the way, seeing that backwards. So, yeah. I'll do a fate, why not? So yeah, you go up a tower, and you defeat Xande. You go into the world of darkness. And you're like, cool, I'm doing good so far. Then you defeat essentially 4 elemental fiends. So that's when you get to meet the fiends. They're like final bosses this time. But they might be called something else, but they're basically fiends. And then Cloud of Darkness is way, way, way stronger than the fiends. Like, and you can't train in that area because there's no save points. And you can't leave that area. So you're fucked. So I had to load up an earlier game and just sort of fast forward a lot. Because I was playing on an emulator. I wasn't playing on Steam, I was playing on an emulator. The next game I played on Steam. Because there was a sale and I bought them all. This doesn't seem like I've gone to the right place, does it? Okay, let's heal. What time is it? We've got like 20 minutes left of me being able to. Fuck off, bird! Yeah, I know I shouldn't slow down. He's like not going to affect him, but. But yeah. Like, I know I went through a lot of Final Fantasy 1 and then skipped right to 2. And I like bits of 2. I like trying to go to the castle to get Ultima and being swallowed by a whale and finding Dragoon in there. That's really cool. Because then you're like, oh yeah, I'll go to Dragoon Town and see if they can help. And, you know, seeing Baby Kane there. Yeah, I went to the wrong place, didn't I? Or did I pick up an important item? But yes. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because Final Fantasy 3 also does the thing where you have kind of allies. But this time they don't die. You kind of hang around with them. They join your team briefly. But they then go back to their town. Or you help them out. There's like a character you meet in every... That's it. That's the thing about Final Fantasy 3. Instead of them sort of following you about and being the one person in the town. Oh, I guess they do that. Like, again, that's from 2. But in 3, they join you. Like, they're like... They do the spirit bomb thing. They require your help. Oh, I'm not going to be able to hold that yet, but I'll take it. Yeah, I'm nowhere near that. Okay. Let's stop being distracted by random things that aren't important. These. Which one's closest? Oh, fine. I do want to do that one then. think I was looking for something down here. I'll just teleport back, it's fine. Right. And but yes, Final Fantasy 3 kind of feels like they combined Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Because there is an evil... You know, I've forgotten the plot of 3. Like, I played it recently. It's not what I was... You know what, I'm following these things and I shouldn't be. I'm following the wrong stuff. Wherever the lavender bed thing is, though, I should do. But that's it. That's the only thing I actually care about. How do I get to it? Oh no! I think I should have gotten on the ship. Never mind. I'm trying to remember more details from 3 because 3's I played them in order, so 3 is the one I should remember the most. I really like the job changing system in that. That seemed like a really clever way to combine 1 and 2 systems, where you weren't just Final Fantasy 1. You were the if you picked a warrior, yeah, all the gear was for the warrior. That's cool, but but like you just got an attack button, and the same with the thief. But the thief doesn't get items, and he only just gets an attack button. Then halfway through the game, you become a ninja, and you get spells that are rubbish. And a warrior paladin who gets spells that are rubbish. And Final Fantasy 2 sort of does even worse, where yeah, you can be anything, but if you buy a spell, you've got to use the spell like 100 times before it's good. And that's kind of frustrating. Like the idea of you can go in any direction is really cool, but like it's poorly implemented. Whereas in 3, oh no, as soon as you find a new class, you can level up in that new class, and like, oh, that's suddenly good, and I can be a different class for a different situation. From that way, it feels like it evolved. Is there like a celebration? That was the plot, right? I got the quest line done. I'll leave because I don't know if I've got to hand in a quest. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the plot of 3. Right. Teleport to Ben Branch. Oh yeah, because no, now I remember. Because 3, you're trying to get the 4 crystals again. That's the plot of the game. Sorry, I completely forgot that. But yeah, so it's got the 4 crystals, but there's a plot of surrounding the 4 crystals, and I like that. Everything to do with Zand is set up ahead of time. It's just that, like, we now... it doesn't set up any... Like, Zand isn't doing anything. Like, in Final Fantasy 2, that actually stuff's going on. And that's what feels like they learned in 4. The baddies in 4 are actively doing stuff. Well, they're tricking you with really obvious tricks. And you start off in the Empire. You are the Dark Knight. And you do the Dark Knight things. And you're tricked. And you quit. And it's like, yeah, cool, you've evolved. And it's like, oh, you combine bits from Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3. And that's what I like about 4. And there's like a proper storyline. You get dialogue. And they've gone, okay, what if instead of you having these generic classes, like your people who happen to be these classes, and we just give you a list of abilities that are kind of interesting to use. And then presumably at some point they keep swapping people out, so you have this interesting experience. Okay, do I need to go there? Yeah, I do, for the School of Hard Knocks. We'll do that now then. But I've not finished 4 yet, so there's only so much I can talk about it. So 4 has the crystals again, and it introduces the idea of dark crystals. So there were warriors of dark, rather than... Sorry, there's, yeah, heroes of dark. But there wasn't dark crystals, I don't think, in... And then they bring back the 4 fiends, but it's 4 different fiends. And those fiends actually appear in Final Fantasy 1 in the PSP version. But they're well hard in Final Fantasy 1. But yeah. It's not the best story in the world, but it is a story. It very much feels like a story in Final Fantasy 4. But yeah, like playing through it, you go, oh yeah, this is from Final Fantasy 2, this is from Final Fantasy 3. They keep evolving, it's nice. But yeah, that's my journey for the early game so far. They do the thing where you have the evil best friend again, and like that's going to turn up in all the games now, basically, like having a sort of rival character. But I've not fought him yet, and I'm hoping that you do, because it's a missed opportunity if you don't. But it feels a lot more cohesive. I've no quarrel with you, Scorpion. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do those both at the same time. Dynamite not. It depends on how dire feels, eh? Okay, it is up. Oh, I see, actually. We have 1 left. Tell me, Bog-Yazon, where are they? Oh, and I can just hand that in. But should I do that? How close am I to that? It's way over there. Let's just hand this in. It's too late to get another drink, basically. I'll make myself some fruity tea, because I think it's fine to drink those. It's probably fine. No, this has got milk in, so I can't. Anyway. There, go to the Archers Guild. Considering this is day 2 of 14. Now, I'm not going to be able to play this for all 14 days. Because I'm going to be busy. Like, people came on earlier and said, why aren't you programming? It's like, because it's stressful. But we'll see. We'll see how far we get. It'd be nice to get to 50, as I said. Well, you made short work of those targets. I must say, it seems you've learned to seek your prey without being preyed upon. Let's continue then. I've in mind to give you a more practical experience. We've received a request just recently, while I think I will provide the perfect opportunity. It seems tree slugs and vultures have been congregating in ever increasing numbers in the vicinity of the honey yard, causing no end of trouble for the locals. We've been tasked with culling the beasts. This request comes direct from the still glade fane, when the wood whalers and the god's quiver cannot spare the forces to attend to such matters. The conjurers often turn to us for help, but before you ask, there's a good reason why they would rather not see this particular task themselves. The creatures in question possess abilities which can cause problems for the magically inclined. That's quite enough about Conjurer's troubles. Luciane taught you how to discern an enemy's key traits, did she not? Well, now you need to do so while maintaining situational awareness, lest you be overrun. Consider this a comprehensive review of her lessons and mine own. Your orders are as follows. Head out to the East Shroud, and there put down 8 tree slugs and 8 vultures, using all the skills you have as an archer. Good hunting, Naev. We're not finished. No, that's not what we're doing. Oh yeah, it is. We've not been there, have we? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to continue this thing and hope that it takes me there. See if I can get them parity. That's not how that sentence goes, but I think you know what I mean. Is it blue, the one I'm supposed to be going to? How do I know which one's the correct one? Let's keep running. Generally this direction. Just keep the map on. So yeah, I could quite easily recall Force Plot, but a part of that is because I had to redo the start. But obviously 4 introduces the moon, which is going to become important in Final Fantasy 14, and I do love that Final Fantasy... Fucking let me up here. You're rubbish, bunny! Let me up! I can't wait until I get the goddamn chocobo. Fuck. There you go. Don't even know that I'm facing the right direction anymore. I wasted that sprint. Yes, we're going to have to stop picking up every single quest at some point, I'm sure, but... feels like it makes sense to do so. This unguent. Okay, what I've decided to do is I've got to queue up for dungeons, right? Well, I'm only doing these quests because I happen to be here in the area, right? As I'm gonna so I record these for the YouTubes, right? And so I can cut out when I'm queuing. But what do I do while I'm streaming? Well, if there's people here, I can talk to them. That'd be good. Because you saw when I was talking to people, I wasn't really playing the game. It's quite difficult to do both at the same time. When there's, well, mainly when there's dialogue, basically. But I'm going to read a book. I've got some books I've been meaning to read. I think that actually might be a really good opportunity. Like, if people come on stream, I'll put a thing up that says I'm reading a book. Queuing up for a dungeon. A book is a pretty easy thing to throw down, and, you know, I can do the queue. Yeah. Try not to do too many quests, John. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. Oh, they are right. They are literally along the way. But yeah, so I'll put a thing on the stream that says I'm reading a book. I'm queuing up for a thing. I'm reading a book. Reading a book while queuing for a dungeon. To say hello and I'll talk to you. Something like that. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, no, no, hang on. Yeah, no, I shouldn't be doing this. We're just wasting time. Right. I died because I AFK'd in a dangerous place. Never mind. I'm going... Yes, I'm going over there. Not over there, I'm doing the School of Hard Knocks, actually. No, I'm doing Soldier's Breakfast. The level 9 quest. Sure there's a less stupid way of running all over there. I didn't mean to walk into you, but whatever, there you go. Gonna run all the way there again. Wouldn't be an MMO without occasional needless running. Google Final Fantasy XIV unlocks. Okay. Back of the bar. Just the one as I pass it. I agree. Right, so I have the hunting logs. Level 5 is the Mist and Goblet access. What's the Goblet? Hang on. Either way, it's fine. Okay, level 10 has a bunch of stuff. Fair enough, we'll look that up. Hang on, no, what the hell's Mist? Where the heart is Mist access. What the fuck is a Mist? Also, I don't know why I was so aggressive. Yeah, it's just player housing. What's the difference between that and the lavender one? Anyway, not important. Yes. So we've got quite a lot to look forward to. I don't know what the difference between the lavender beds and the mist thing is. I guess it's a different area and I just didn't see that quest. Oh. Guess I'll shoot more of these. Since I'm close to completing it. Oh, was that some spam? Did I leave the spam on the screen all this time? Never mind, I'll ban you in a second. But yeah, we want to get to level 10 in the storyline as well. That's kind of satisfying, isn't it? Day 2, getting to level 10 when day 1 I got to, you know, day 5. What? Level 5. And we've hit a bit of plot in this next episode, so. Oh, we're cooking with gas. That's a nole. need to slay 3. But I need more for my log, so... There you go. So bind immediately makes the class a little bit more interesting to play. But it is a bit mean with it, how long it lasts. Cool. What else is in this area? Tree slugs and vultures. Slugs and vultures and there's nowhere else I can go with that. Oh yeah, I need the eggs as well. Ah, that's somewhere else, John. You're just here for the egg. Haha! Run away. I'm close to the bow, aren't I? Isn't that the bower? Gabino's bower. Right there. Oh, that's green tier. I'm hoping they'll tell me to go to the next place. I can sort of join them together. Ah, you've returned. Now might my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you to deliver it to Sub-Kamazom at the Bannock. Anole eggs are both large and filled with nutrients. Perfect meal for a soldier. She will be more than a little pleased to see you, I should imagine. Also, I guess if I'm passing the area, I can hand in these quests. Okay. Build. Lovely. That is back there, so. Cool. Let me ban that spam. Okay, there's a thing over there. I'll do, because I just happen to be nearby. Go. But I'm not going anywhere near there. Go over here instead. Okay, that seems to be further away than I thought it was. Not that far. I could probably take a chocobo there, but never mind. We'll walk. It's fine. Bunny hop. No, I want to get my post. Should log in with my other characters as well. My squall costume, if I haven't got one. Who goes there? Oh, Naev, it's you. Another delivery. I'm not certain I should be the one to buy Nosfika. That's an Anole egg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these at the table. And you say Hera Pauline sent you on this errand. I hear the Anoles are more numerous than ever. You two appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me, Naev. Ooh, I'll take the bow. Send me to the other place. Blood letter. What does blood letter do? An attack. It's just a really strong attack. Okay, I'll just cast that whenever I get the choice, opportunity, I guess. I have. Thank the gods you've got 'em. We have a potential crisis on our hands. I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Oh, look, that looks important, doesn't it? Galfrid, Chief Instructor of the Bannock, still level 9 quest though, would entrust you with the task of investigating Spirithold. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast here lies a dungeon known as Spirithold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, Hera ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that Hera and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Aye, you heard me true, a shadow. On the other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel an XIV incursion in the West Shroud near Belago. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear the Exile somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you go to Spirithold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you will help us. Yeah, I'm a rabbit. I must. I knew you would not let me down. I don't know why I said I must. It doesn't say that anywhere in the text. You will have all the support I can muster. Now we are racing against time. You'd best make haste. Is it you? Oh, it's you. You're over there. I can see you. Right over there. Yes. I want to get to level 10 quests because leveling up is less important than doing the quests. I think I've been faffing a little bit too much, but... Oh, bunny skills! I'm just go around. Damn you, bunny. Right. What level do we get a chocobo? Is it 20? I can check it's on the phone. Especially as I guess I've explained all of Final Fantasy IV. I'm willing to check to explain even. Oh yeah, like I'm at a bit of Final Fantasy IV where I'm supposed to go finish the game, but suddenly loads of places opened up, and that's kind of the first time that's happened. It's really cool. Ailstan. Who goes there? An adventurer, is it? Here at Instructor Galfrid's request, you say? Thank the matron. Doubtless you already know this, but a towering shadow manifested without warning and attacked the hero in the midst of the rite. Most of his party have successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. That's a bloody trickster. There we go. Here's my blood letter. Bob Marley and the Wailers. Probably should have read that. It's just like injured people thanking me. Fine. I should probably back up, to be honest. Back up, back up. Tell me what you're gonna do now. Wave out, fiend. He was confused. I'm not a vile fiend. I'm a bunny lady. Should probably still do poison first. Such a short time. Right. Keep using these moves until you die. That's generally the plan. Oh, my final person. And I've unlocked a difficulty rank. Awesome. Kanju is well confused. Thing was no elemental. Hero language is alone in the depths. You must help him. I've got to fight you in it. There we go. Did it say recommended level 13? O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. It's more time to brew. Bow has been knocked. You're strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Well, no, but I'm going to stand out of the way, buddy. Somebody healing me. I'm taking no damage. Impossible! Never has the column been so sorely tested! Duty has been completed. Lovely. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. Okay then. Damnation! He has eluded us yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? My bunny lady. What have you? Push, more birds. This makes it how many times today? 7? Their movements are beyond our fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not, for all our sakes. Yet we must be prepared for the worst. Withered, the same fate has befallen Emerald Moss. I hurt my neck. It is as we feared. Dalla Mud's anomaly is affecting life in the 12's Wood. Oh no, it's Papalimo talking. No, that's right. You mean the disturbance in the etheric flow? The very same. The Garleans have a lot to answer for. The imbalance they created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louis Soir forewarned. It's no wonder the primals have started appearing. Time is against us, but there is still hope for the land. We must hold fast to that hope and fight to the very last. Agreed. Ah! Stupid things. These stupid things happen to be the very latest in Charlian innovation. Show some respect. But they're so uncomfortable and ugly. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. Hard to believe it's already been 5 whole years, isn't it? Already? 5 years is but a heartbeat in the life of the planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the 12's Wood barely recovered at all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones, just in case the Ixal and Garuda weren't troublesome enough. The Sylphs had to go and invite Ramu, didn't they? Do you think that those adventurers who fought alongside us, do you ever think about them? I do, and then 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Ah. Ida, look. Golly, and this is what exactly? Yet another disturbance in the ether, and freshly manifested at that. It seems to be emanating from the Lifemen stump. We must hurry. Are you all right? Your eyes glazed over there for a while there. The good news is that the hero is an unharmed, somewhat dazed, yes, but the whole of mind and body. The bad news concerning... Let me try that line again, shall I? The good news is that the hero is unharmed, somewhat dazed, yes, but whole of mind and body. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the 12's Wood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanians sent a hero to offer the place back to the elementals by way of the right of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight, and the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the 12's Wood's eternal guardians. But you have more than done your part. We shall see the hero to safety and send for his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Alistan. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Papalimo. The tactless woman beside me here is... Ida. Papalimo and I are surveying the 12's wood together. Pleased to meet you. I'm a rabbit. Ida, give me a hand, would you? Wait! There is something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. I love the way they walk. Kalimath. Why, man? Right. Okay, so we just go outside. It's kicking into high gear now. We're going to try and just run past everything. They should let bunnies jump slightly higher. I know it would break a lot of stuff, but still. Let's take you out. I can hand in the quest. All this happened inside Spirithold. 12 preserve us. Who was that masked mage, and by what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers on my own. I must needs discuss this with Galfred. The matter warrants a full investigation, if I am any judge, and that shall certainly be my recommendation. Your courage has saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this you have my deepest gratitude. Pray return to Gridania and seek out Miqo'te. I understand she wishes to thank you for the efforts on our behalf. Cool. I shall... Okay. I know we're still going to do our level 10 quest. I'm hoping they send me to that area, so I'm kind of doubling up the things I'm doing. Another bunny lady. More importantly, another bard is nearby. Look at the griffin. Right. Welcome back, Naev. A little bird tells me that the hero and his party owe you their lives. No, I'm just a rabbit. A tale for the tavern if there ever were one. It's only a shame that I must ask you not to tell it for the time being, at least. Do I make myself clear? Until the heroes have made their will on the matter known, it would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Okay. Now then, you must have a suitable recompense for your valiant service. For the first half of your reward, I give you leave to make use of the accommodations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all we need to do is speak with Antoinaut and Toinaut, and whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. In rooms are now available! That guy loves his job. I have breads for you! For the second half of your reward, I offer another path to fame and fortune. Guild Levs. Guild Levs are records of various requests we receive from citizens, the people, and outline all manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Gontrant is our Guild Lev official, or Levmet, here at the Carline Canopy. I've spoken with him regarding your knack for solving challenging problems, and he is eager to make your acquaintance. Right, I'm going to do one and no more for ages. By the way, have you perchance heard about the coming festival? It is truly a splendid occasion, looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend that you take the time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed if recent troubles cast a shadow over the proceedings, however. I fear nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent that. But we were talking about you, Naive. You've made Mother proud. I expect great things of you, young lady. I'm a rabbit. Quest complete! I now have access to recommendations. Cool. Level 10 quest. On to the Bent Branch. Okay. How is my favourite fresh-faced adventurer? Oh, do not scowl. So I speak out of habit. You come a long way since you've walked through my door yesterday, and I'll not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at the Bent Branch Meadows and Central Shroud. Unlike the recruits you see at the Bannock, the men and women out of the Bent Branch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there is more than a few who would welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Bent Branch is also home to a very usefully situated E03. It is, in other words, the perfect place for you to begin the next stage of your journey as an adventurer. And what better time than the present? Leave the city via the Blue Badger Gate, continue southwest until you come to a bridge, cross it, and when you spy an E03 in the distance, you may congratulate yourself on having found Bent Branch. If you fancy, you may also make use of the Chocobo Portal Service, doubtless the safest way to get to your destination. Choco keep surely teleporting is the fastest way. Singo should not hesitate to lend his birds to a capable adventurer like you. Oh, and be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head Chocobo Wrangler, when you arrive. Nah, I'm not going to do any of these levelets. Or should I do it because it unlocks them? No, I think they've been unlocked. Right, let's see what time I get Chocobo. Oh, it's a while. Oh, it's gonna be a while. Level 20. But like, I've got to get my quest level to 20, right? You must be the venturer Mion sent word about. I'm Keitha, head wrangler around these parts. I've heard many more things about you. Good things, lest you worry. When the elder Seer bade us welcome venturers, it was fair to say we had our doubts, till hard-working folk like yourself set about proving us wrong. That is, considered me a convert. Any road, you've a mind. Any road, that immediately gives her an accent. And you've a mind to keep out of the ranch, have you? Good. We could always do with a hand or two to keep the place running smoothly. As a matter of fact, I've a task right here that wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to go get busy. Oh, and you've come highly recommended, so don't go letting no one down, eh? Okay. Quest complete. Level 13. Haha, yes! You shall not trespass. The head wrangler. Okay, well. Some bastard Kikern has gone and broken one of the chocobo eggs. The filthy little thief was busy looting the barn when the guards startled it, prompting the damn thing to drop the egg. It was clutching and run. Some of the lads gave chase, bless 'em. But when 3 more of the vermin appeared, Miqo'te had no choice but to turn back. Something has to be done about those Kikern. Would you mind heading over to the matron's left and having a word with a soldier named Rosalind for me? The rat men's nest in a neck of the woods. See? She'll know what to do. Okay. Right, what direction is that? Now, what direction is that? Right, I'm gonna... What level is that? It is still a level 10 quest. And I guess it would be nice if I hand in, like, the level 15 10 thing and it immediately can start the 15. Hop. I think... No, I'm thinking of someone else. You're here on Keitha's behalf, hmm? I see you broke one of her eggs, you say. There were 4 of the creatures. Kika and our nuisance at the best of the times. We must now add trespass and chocobo murder to their list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution must needs be swift and decisive. And who better than you to deliver it, adventurer? Find the lair to the west of here and make an example of exactly 4 Kika and scramblers. And send no clearer message. Okay. I'll check out these hornets as well. You shall not trespass. I see what you did there, game. We'll take these out. I've of course played the other Final Fantasies, but not as recently. And you can see how poor I am at actually recalling the plot of those games. I actually think I could recall the plot to Final Fantasy IV. I just didn't. I was trying to skip to the quote-unquote important stuff. And that's what I did. But yeah, I kind of like the idea of filling out the book. So that's why I'm doing that as well. Because it's like a hunter-only thing. I mean, everyone gets their own books. I know, but... Keep taking out these delicious scramblers. I obtained a pot of honey. I'll shot it then. Oh, I've annoyed a 5th one. I will be ignoring. So I can hand it in. So yeah, I believe they do the introductory quests because you kind of have to keep those in because it's about like saying hello to the specific person. But I think they cut down a lot of the gumph where possible. The deed is done. Good. A grim task, but a necessary one. You've shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the Kikern will think twice before giving in to their larcenous proclivities. Oh there, adventurer. You seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip along the route to Heaven's Pillar's tree? I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or two. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom. So why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow the fungal menace to multiply, and within the moon, they'll be covering the whole damn route and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The dynamites on the ground won't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. Once you're done, head up to the top end of the route and report to Theodore. He'll be glad to hear someone's taking care of his more dreaded chores. We don't appear to be going closer quest, but again, we need to do this quest, so... I'll follow the buzzards. Oh, I missed out one of the hornet swarms. Take you out. My moves, my cool moves. And as soon as we unlock dungeons, leveling up is going to be super easy anyway. So at that point, I don't even think I need to pick up random extra quests. Because we can just keep repeating them. Oh, it's like a parent scorpion bite. And I feel for it. No, it's only a dwarf one, it's not that dire. My favourite dire creature is the dire badger, of course. Walk up this tree. Where are the buzzards? Oh, was that just for a thing? That's kind of annoying him. So yeah, as soon as the quest goes past level 10, I'll just do my main quest. My archer quest. So it feels like I might as well get to level 15 before I hand it in. Or close. Oh, you cleared the route with the blue trumpets? Wonderful! To be quite honest, I have this teeny tiny problem with the heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folk can traverse the central shroud since the calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not perhaps the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself caused this tendril, the heavens pillar, to remain thus suspended. It might serve the forest people. That it might serve the forest people. I'm rather fond of this notion myself. New helmet. A salet. Salé? It's French. Probably salé. Oh. Looking. What weird short trousers we've got. Yes. Funny. Theodore's looking for an adventure. Okay, so that is a level 11 quest. It is regrettably my duty to stand over, watch the road from here to Bent Ranch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania, so any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers. Which reminds me, mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Rosalind down below? I would go myself, but, well, it's hard enough marshalling the courage to walk the route of my shift. Okay. So, if it's really close, I don't know, like... We're going to have to walk to the place in it. Well, no, I guess we can teleport to Bent Branch. We'll see where the quests actually want me to go. Make an informed decision there. A shadowy fellow. Now that you mention it, I may have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspected nothing more than a Kikern thief on the run. You must sate your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something of note, I would very much like to see it. Where is that? It's gonna be difficult. Okay. I think I'm gonna just hand in the quest and walk. I know that might be actually walking, but it's fine. I'm gonna go to Brent Branch because I think it's closer. Then I guess north. Because it's weird just leaving that level 10 quest undone. Cool. Oh, shiny. That's like modern armor. Also, you're a tiny cat person. Quite a long way to go. Oh, we're there. We might want to pick up the place. We don't have to do that walk again. What time is it? Yes. Tomorrow I think I'll be playing. If I start early enough, I'll be playing something else. I needed a nap, which is why I started late. But yeah. I've been enjoying this so far. The costume I'm wearing is kind of weird, but I guess it's archer gear. I just don't remember it looking like this. I guess potentially because I wasn't an archer at this level. No, what do you mean you weren't an archer at this level? That's not how that works. You are everything at every level. That's what's required of levels. Fair enough. You slug! But yeah. 14 days. We'll see how far we can get. I'm not even sure I'm going to upload any of these to the YouTubes yet. We'll see. It'll take space on my computer. I've got other things to upload first, certainly. I'm thinking about playing Fall Guys. I played Fall Guys when it came out. Because I got it for free on the PlayStation. And I had a month spare. But like I don't want to buy months every time I play it. So eventually I want to get it on my PC. But I don't want to redo anything. So I need them to have cross progression before I want to play again on the PC. Like I'd probably buy the game. But not without cross progression. I don't want to do everything twice. It's really annoying. He says, playing Final Fantasy 14 again. Yeah, but... okay, fair enough. Like, succeeding in this is easier than succeeding in Fall Guys. Right, let's take you out. By our next quarry. Next mark. You were bound. Well, you were briefly. Okay, this is the last one. And we have to find other things. Now, I assume we're not going to get another free day for like until the next expansion. I'll look it up because I'm patient enough to wait. But also, again, the other reason I started playing this is because it just sort of made a good game to play when I'm not playing anything else. Oh yeah, it's fine. I do resent having to pay for it. But that's not going to change anytime soon because it's super popular right now. So clearly the system is working. Not going free to play anytime soon. Mandragora, literally right out of Final Fantasy 12. So I love that there's like PlayStation 2 models in this PlayStation 5 game. They're very detailed models from Final PlayStation 2, but it's just funny. So, it's like they, because I know at some point we see the summons from Final Fantasy 12. I've never got that far, but it's like, oh, like I guess they should be somewhere. It's good to make use of it, I guess. Cool. There's Vulture hiding behind the tree. Fucking hell, I've got to take out loads of vultures, don't I? The tab system works really well. Like, I got used to the double tap as well. And at some point, I'll check out my other characters and see what my page layout looks like. Because yeah, it'll be least confusing if they seem equal. Okay, is this the last one? No, there's one more after this. Aha, you can't chase me. You can. Ah, you can still chase me. But it was slightly inconvenient for you to do so. Oh, let's return to Gridania. Oof. It says Leorath tribal. Is he in the same family of Zidane? Okay, the dancers look cool. Yeah, he's doing quite well at that song. I guess the bunnies can't wear helmets now that I think about it. They should fix that. Archer's Guild. They just have their, bunny ears sticking out the top. Make holes in all the things. Judging by your smug expression, I'd say you've acquired a feel for the maneuvering, exploit enemy weaknesses while covering your own. Vultures are wont to keep their opponents at wing's length, and their attacks will send you flying. The solution is simple: maneuver to the rear. Tree slugs, on the other hand, have an annoying knack for disrupting spellcasting with their secretions. As such, you would do well to keep the creatures away from any mages in your party. Needless to say, good positioning is key to success in battle, which is why it's absolutely essential that you know your target's traits. The knowing of these traits is a fundamental part of the hunting. Before the Keepers of the Moon conceived of archery, they dwelt not in the city, but the forest. My people, hunting was a way of life. In hindsight, I suppose this is more a lesson on hunting than archery. Lucienne knows well my past, so mayhap this was her intent. Hunting, too, is an art. Before I came to Gridania, I never gave it as much thought, but the more I think of home, the more I began to realize. Ahem, forgive me, I'm not usually given to fits of sentiment. Truly, I forget I said... truly, I forget You! No, please forget I said anything. But do not forget... There's light in my face. Do not forget... that a hunter must recognize the prey's weakness and strike swiftly when the opportune moment presents itself. That concludes the lesson. I suggest you pay Lucienne a visit. She is doubtless eager to hear from you. It is good to see you, Naev. Hope you have learned a lesson from Leia. You, adventurer, is it true? You the one that slew the tree slugs and vultures? Yes. Yes, I did. How dare she entrust the security of our people to the hands of a stranger? I knew Miqo'te were reckless, but she's downright irresponsible. Shame on her. Did I not warn you that it was folly to suffer that woman's presence in our guild, Lucienne? Every time she wastes an hour on game, she drags our noble art back to the darkness. Aye, and this girl too. She is an embarrassment to us all. It's quite enough, Sylvia. Your skill with the bow is undeniable. As for your love for our nation... As is, yet there is much more. There is much and more you have yet to learn about archery. Naev has matured greatly in the short time she's been with us. You know this to be true. I suggest you come to terms with Naev's presence here. You'll be giving her the next lesson, after all, unless you have any objections. Good. As for you, Naev, I would have you devote yourself wholly to training ahead of your lesson with Sylvia. Suffice to say, he will not be an easy instructor to impress. I'm a buddy. On that we can agree. Before you take your leave, there is something I would tell you. As you are as dedicated a student as I've ever set foot in these halls, in recognition of your fervor of learning, I hereby grant you permission to join the other guilds. Naturally, you will need to obtain the express permission of the relevant guild master, but I doubt that any will refuse one such as you. In Gridania, you will find guilds representing lancers, conjurers, leather workers, carpenters, and botanists. You are free to seek membership in any that piques your interest. I ask that you keep but one thing in mind. Although there is merit in exploring new avenues, there is also virtue in pursuing a single discipline with all one's heart. The decision is ultimately yours to make. Whichever path you take, it be that of the bow or no, I shall follow your progress with interest, for in you I see the makings of greatness. Cool. What do I want? I don't think it matters, but I'll get the braces. No, the thigh boots. There we go, and I've got gear sets as well. You're tall. What are you? Oh, you're one of those people. Yes. You seem rare, but you're actually one of the standard races. Let's add the archer. Yes, set list. What do we have next? Well, we're going back to Bent Branch. He's there. I will be right back. Right, I've been streaming this for 4 hours. Do I have 1 hour left in me? Perhaps. It'd be really nice to get to level 15 and do that quest. No, levels aren't important. I'm a bunny lady. That's what's important. What's important is that. We can get a new ability. I'm after items. Oh yeah, that's the one thing in this game. You don't have to pick up anything. It's all automatic. One thing I'm glad all games have gone past is the idea that to get 6 things, you should fight 50 of them. That's like old Warcraft. No, 2 more. My final one. Can I attack things when facing the wrong direction? Let's return then. I'm guessing I need to do the quest line to get the chocobo as well. I mean, I guess that I need to have got them plot to level 20, that is to say. Have you found something? Remnants of the campfire and a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveller. And inside we have a chocobo grooming brush and Rosling oil. But wait, why would a traveller make camp here, when it would be far safer to beg for hospitality of Bent Branch Meadows? Bugger me. I think this belongs to the strangers, said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find the shadow. Duckbills. We cannot allow other centuries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know that what we have learned. To that end, I prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. Did I go to the new place? Did I forget to record it? There's another bunny lady. I need you to show it to my comrades throughout the shroud. Once each century has committed the details to memory, have them write their names at the bottom for confirmation. Out of Elmar Bannock, you find Bernard of the Eastern Gates, and then they ought to relay the information to the other school. Finally, make sure Elagar sees the letter. He stands watch within the stables, so if the stranger's aim is to harm the chocobos, Elagar may have to personally put an end to it. About the same distance. Signpost. But yeah. I'm glad this is all technically different though, the first 20 levels. Because I don't think I did this as the start area before. I think I'm quite familiar with the desert area. And I don't know about the water one. I mean, obviously I know all the places, but like, as starting zones, I mean. Okay. What's that called? Bannock. See if I can take a chocobo to the Bannock. No, because I need to register them all. Ah! Why did you turn the map off? Oh, you know, sorry, I've been meaning to do this for ages, but I've got post. Want that one. No, why did you do that, John? I'm trying to find the postman. I do love the postman. There we go. We can look like Cloud Strife. One. Let's see what I look like as Cloud Strife. Now it's Cloud Strife from a particular thing. But I still think it's pretty cool. There we go. We look like Advent Children, Cloud Strife. Pretty cool. Very anime. Although, like, the sword section and the bow looks very odd. Anyway, let's put our recommended gear on. This way. Okay. I'm trying to think. There'd be a nice way to say, like, make a noise to my attention. Oh, sorry, the snail's been there all this time. Elmar, you have glue, right? You don't look like you're here for training. There you go. There's the missive. Shadowy figure. Understood. Our password to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me make my mark there. That should do. If you follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Brent Ranch. Godspeed, adventurer. I'll do that. Probably could have just teleported to Bent Branch. Yeah. It's fine, it didn't take very long. Bernard? Your business with me, adventurer. There you go, there's a missive. Rosalind is right to be cautious. For the stranger to venture so close, yet to go to such great lengths to remain undetected, it's highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on Bent Branch. We appreciate the help. I should write my name here, yes? And here. Take it, you'll find Elegar in the stables, past the Etherite. Right. Yeah, bunny ladies are tall. I mean, I knew that, but it's like, I think because this is the shortest bunny lady, because I'm quite short, and I thought, would that make sense? But like, yeah, it's still really, really tall. Find the birds, adventurer. They get nervous around strangers. I'm not saying like a bad thing, it's just an observation. What's this? A shadowy stranger near the matron's leth. You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmar. I see. Good, good. That's all that's left to inform the staff here. Not everyone here is a wood dweller, true, but even our stable boys shouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend these chocobos. Level 12. You select Elgar would like to impose upon the kindness of an adventurer. You're quite the compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Not far be it for me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. She's got the same. No, she has a different gear than me. Oh, it's one of those. I've never made one of those. I have need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day. An excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he'd been attacked by large winged beasts. Yet other than hornets, I know no flying creatures in this region. Oh, yes. If there's any truth to what he said, is it going to be a giant eye? It might prove problematic for the other travellers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence to support this claim. And should you find something, kindly tell Lothair to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the goddamn road. In those words. She's a card strife cat. You copy me. Oh, Bunny, I get to hop. Kind of wish you did, 2 feet jump. But, which way are we going? Migrant marauders. Let's head south. There we go. My TV's threatening to turn itself off. It's been used, can't you tell it's been used? No, yeah, I suppose it can. Northern vultures seem to be busy, so let's steal this egg. I will help out this person if I can as well, because why not? Ooh. And that in. Told there's no fate but what you make. Well, there. Northern vulture too, and they were defending a nest. Well, perhaps we could omit that last detail from any official reports. I'd rather not give Elgar any further cause to be cross. Thank you for slaying the beasts. You may rest assured that I will not permit this to happen again. Check the prices. Ooh. What? There's some actions. Oh, because I'm level 15. I see. Heroes are often late. If there is a guard of this place wants me to do something. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the southwest of here and speak to Hera Leone. After tending to the hedge tree, the hero will schedule to board a boat from Mira's planks. Well, the vessel's departure's time has come and gone, but there's still no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the hero becomes in her work, I am not unduly concerned. Amaral, however, was responsible for organising Leone's transportation and is likely wondering if a wayward passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order. Bio-looters will be shot. Right, I'm closer to... Right, I will do that. I'm thinking I might just quest again until I get to a level 15 quest. And keep them together. But yeah, level 20 is not that far away. Right. No, I don't want to be attacked. I'm sprinting away from you, Dynamite. I have ulterior motives. I'll run past the roses. What's this? It's a tree. It's got stuff on. a monastery, I was going to say, not the opposite. Yes, what troubles you, my Oh, yes, the boat, I'd quite forgotten. Oh, my task with the hedge tree is well and finished. The elements murmur of malevolent presence in the vicinity of Tamtara Deepcroft. I must abide a while longer. Madude abides, I know that. That I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress, please inform Amarel. I shall be late in arriving. No quick way of getting there. Let's just run. I think you can't cross through the mountain or anything. That's a Lord of the Rings reference, right? Heroes often... Oh no, it's a hero is often late. No, I'm thinking of a wizard arrives precisely when he meant to. But yes, very much looking forward to having a mount. I shall name him Balthazar, as I name all my chocobos. Oh, that's the character to my game now. It's just a common name I use. You bear a message from Hero Leone, an evil presence in the Deepcroft. That sounds grave indeed. I shall organise a vessel for the later time. Perhaps a bell from now. 2? Better make it 3, just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. Might you assist me in another matter, my lady? A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. By Nofika's grace? Nofika, whatever. The driver escaped without serious injury, but the wagon cargo was not so fortunate, with none willing to risk another encounter with the creature. I can only assume the gods remained strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Simply follow the road here south, and you will come across the wreckage. Salvage what cargo you can and deliver it to Keith at Bent Branch Meadows, if you would be so kind. That would be a good time to switch up, because that's a teleported place, won't it? Isn't it? I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. But then, yeah, I can teleport to home and to Bent Branch afterwards. I kind of wish it would spin the map. No, it wouldn't spin the map even. Big frog! Was briefly bound. The lumber toad. And he's not okay. Not after what I did to him. Ooh. So yeah, to Bent Branch, but we'll actually go to New Gudania. Because obviously it's exciting to do the level 15 quest. And it might be a nice thing to end the stream on. The episode or whatever. Yes. Boom. There we go, we get the repelling shot. Cool. Welcome back, Nahev. I trust you've been keeping your nose to the grindstone. As mentioned when we last spoke, you will train under Sylvia's tutelage today. Put aside your misgivings and avail yourself of his wealth of experience. Go now, present yourself before him. I see it was too much to hope you would not return. He's all on me, though. The others believe that you have potential, but I am not so easily convinced. Like so many adventurers, you have not the faintest inkling of what it means to be an archer. And how could you? Archery is a proud tradition of the Wildwood Ellison and essence to the... You know, I'm a rabbit, like, we have archers. Like, you're talking to a fellow archer. Like, I know they couldn't have added that to the game, but still. One of the proud traditions of the Wildwood Ellison and the essence of this art to read one's enemy has been instilled in us over the centuries. And in that time we've defended this great nation against every imaginable foe, granting us insight. Which, because we're both like elves. There's like 3 types of elf in this game. Granting us insight which you will never possess. Can you recognize the subtle signs that betray coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movements? No. Can you glean your foe's intentions at a glance? No. And can such things be learned by one who knows nothing of our traditions? No. It is only out of respect for Lucienne that I've agreed to teach you. Go to the East Shroud and seek out the targets hidden there, but do not presume this will be as easy as before. I've told you the ability to read one's enemies is fundamental to archery. Yet the trials set by my colleagues did not require you to do this. Mine will. The targets you seek have been hidden, and I do mean hidden. In the midst of a region rife with savage beasts, they will play the part of your enemies. In the unlikely event that you spy a target, your limited range will necessitate that you slip past the bestial guardians prior to taking aim. A feat I consider beyond you. Without a frown, mayhap you're thinking that the Miqo'te sent you a similar task. You're wrong. She asked merely that you consider where your foes are. I demand that you discern precisely where they will be. How, then, will you go about this? Observe them closely and discern their characteristics. Learn to read their movements and recognize patterns in their behavior. If it has eyes, let it not see you. If it has ears, let it not hear you. Be neither where it is nor where it means to be, and thereby pass unnoticed. But enough talk. Whether or not you heed my counsel is your decision. I will shed no tears should you fail. To that place that I was going to do and I forgot to do. Well, I'm paying for that now, aren't I? Let's go to Bent Branch. You might send me there, so I'll work my way up to level 15 quest. What things am I missing? Have a look at the... Back to level 10. Guild tests. Okay. It's level quests that I don't care about. Yeah, I've still got to do the guild test where that is. That's going to be kind of important. Okay. I'll try to remember that actually. You have a delivery for me. And, this is the shipment I was waiting on from Quarrymill. I heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just up the path from Mirror Planks, but I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Seems I cannot get through 2 bells these days without hearing some new tales of horror and deep croft or bandit cutthroats prowling in the woods hereabouts. Makes me wonder if chocobos are safe at night. It does. If we're ever in need of adventurous skills, I hope you will be around to lend a hand. Level 16. It's Lucolot. No, oh please gods, no. Leia's egg. Naive, you must help me. I stepped out of the stables but for a moment. And when I returned it was gone. Was it an egg? Your chocobos lay... What was gone? An egg? Sorry. You are sure the chocobos will lay another? Gah! You do not understand. The egg is extremely valuable. I must find it. You will help me, won't you, Naive? Oh, thank you, thank you. Someone must have made off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scour every ilm of stable. Like, is it? Yeah. So it's a mile and a yard. They've got different words for them. once more... Why did they pick those words to be different arbitrarily? Once more, just to be sure, while I do so, I shall be very grateful if you would ask the others if they notice anything unusual. You know what? It's actually fine, because, like, obviously, that way we can't track the actual real-life distances. Actually kind of clever. We're in Bent Branch. I think I might actually let you go. I'm starting to get quite tired. And, yeah, we've done a lot. And we can teleport straight back to Bent Branch. So I'm going to return, but I'm going to pick up that quest, the Guild Test. We might do one of those. No, we won't do one of those, but I'll pick up the quest. So it's simply the Hest. Okay, I can't. Why can't you just 22, 21? I'm sorry. You're an idiot, John. Okay, no, what's that? Oh, they're the other things. I don't want to do that. Yeah, sorry. It's in New Gridania. No, sorry, it's in Bent Branch. The place I just teleported. It's quite quick because it's PlayStation 5 though, so. Actually, it's literally here. Maybe I need to be that place in the story. Levs of Bent Branch. Where do I find that then? Okay. I'm going to let you go, because I've got to do the Lev quest. Fair enough. Back to New Gridania. Why did I think I didn't have to do that? So yeah. I'm going to say thank you for watching this stream. I've been John Proxy. I've been having a Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn Redemption. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.